Oh, I agree. I have to watch her very carefully. She's been paying a lot of attention.
Because of Robin?
Yes.
Well, in any event, I mean, nothing we can do for a few months till she gets stronger. In the meantime, I think someone should keep an eye out on Alma. She looks like she's going to drop.
If that happens, I am sure that Buzz Striker will be there with two waiting open arms.
I think you're right. He's quite something, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I mean, when I first met him, I thought, no, this is just too good to be true. But it is true. I mean, he's real.
Hey, Anna is kind of a remarkable lady herself.
Oh, I don't know how she's gone through all of what she's gone through, really. I mean, Philomena, Robin. You know, that little girl looks so much like her.
Well, there is a similarity. The eyes. In the eyes, definitely.
What, Robin's what, about 6?
Yeah, 6.
Huh. I wonder.
Wonder what?
Well, Robert and I were at the WSB. They were at the same time. They were there together about, what, 7 years ago? Hmm?
What are you saying? That Robin could be their child? If that's true, Monica, they'll be more devastated by this than anything. I know I would if something happened to my kid.
Oh, yeah, no.
The darndest thing. I mean, it is the darndest thing.
What is?
I'm happier than I've ever been. I really am. But at the same time, what it does, by being that happy, when I see somebody else that's a little unhappy, I can notice it much more easily. You understand what I'm talking about, right? You get my drift?
Give me a couple of minutes. I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, but you happen to be a great example of what I'm talking about.
What?
The blues. Lately, you've had the blues.
Yes. Oh, yes. Lots of blue lately.
Yes, a lot of blues. And seated right here happens to be an old friend, so you don't have to pretend nothing's wrong.
Okay. Old friend. Alan's having another fling.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, well, just kill him, man. It just exasperates me so much. What bothers me more, if you'd like to know, is the fact that I'm not that upset. I mean, I don't feel hurt, or I don't know. It says a lot for the marriage, doesn't it?
Is there anything I can do?
I'll just be you. Be my friend, be here. I have to do something. I have to really sit down and think about what I want, what I don't want, what I'm going to put up with, what I am not going to put up with.
Look, before you make any huge decisions, why don't you look at my marriage and the things that Ginny and I managed to get through?
Hey there.
Oh.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Why don't you join us? We're just on a little break.
No, thanks. I saw the two of you in here. I just came by. According to Herald sources, the Angel of Mercy van has been heavily involved in daily rounds throughout the Asian quarter in search of a missing 6-year-old girl, Robin Soltini. Dr. Buzz Striker and Port Charles visitor Anna Devane are reportedly using the van to cruise the quarter night and day in search of Miss Devane's child.
Oh, poor Anna.
Poor Anna, nothing. That's not the point of the article, Monica.
Oh, Edward, I know what the point of the article is. I was merely commenting on the fact that I feel very sorry for Anna. I'll get it. Hello? Yes, he is. Okay, just a minute, please. It's for you. It's a Mr. Haber at the hospital.
Yes, Mr. Haber. You're early for our meeting, I see.
Yes, I am. I wanted to alert you to something in the Herald this morning in case you hadn't seen it already. You might want to have a look before you come in today.
Well, what's in the paper that I should look at?
Well, it seems that one of the hospital vehicles we've insured is being used for other than medical purposes.
Well, does this mean that our insurance rates at the hospital are going to increase?
Well, they most certainly will. Both the vehicle and the personnel riding on it are ending up in the high-risk bracket. As I was telling Dr. Hardy just now, it's possible we'll have to drop the policy on the van altogether.
Cancel the insurance policy? Well, we certainly have to do something about this immediately. Would you put Dr. Hardy on the phone, please, if he's still there?
Sounds to me like the hospital's in trouble.
Well, I wouldn't get that from Edward. I mean, he seems to be delighted about the news.
Hello, Steve.
What can I do for you, Edward?
Well, you can call an emergency session of the board. We've got to settle this very serious problem about that medical van. Would you ask them to be there within an hour?
All right, Edward, you've got it. Well, looks like you lit a fire under our board chairman. He's called
Back to us. What then? Excuse me, but it seems to be the witching hour.
I gather they've erected a scaffold in there.
No, Edward is just about ready to drop the gavel, that's all. I'd like to be there.
Wish me luck.
Listen, Anna, if you'd like to come in to the board meeting and just sit and wait.
No, I'd rather stay out here, please.
No problem.
I'm on my break, so if you want somebody to wait with you, I'd be happy to.
Oh, thanks, Bobby.
Good luck, sir. See you in a bit.
Edward Fortune. You'd better watch out. Our striker's a pretty tough man.
Rick. That's great. Yeah. What are those fellows doing here?
Edward, one of those fellows happens to be a resident at our hospital. Now, the other two are medical students, and I assure you they have all been invited to this meeting.
This is a board meeting, Rick, not an observation arena.
They happen to have some knowledge into the medical van. They have ridden on it. I thought they could share a little insight on the project, and I'm sure Mr. Haber would like to know the whole story.
Yes, I should have all the facts.
All right, let's get started.
Edward, can you hold just 1 second? That may be a call for me. Thank you. Hello.
You got it. The excerpt from the documentary will be on in exactly 7 minutes.
You are terrific. Thank you.
I'm glad you think so.
Cross your fingers for Buzz.
You got it.
Thank you.
Are we all ready?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Meeting will come to order, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here this morning because we have a very serious problem on our hands. Otherwise, the gentleman sitting here to my left wouldn't be here. Mr. Haber represents the Plymouth Rock Insurance Company. Has put this hospital on notice that our insurance coverage is in serious jeopardy because of misuse and unauthorized staffing of the medical van. Now, we're here to look into these charges. If these charges are correct, then, of course, the insurance company has every right to reevaluate our vehicle insurance policy. We are now threatened with a premium hike that is so high that the medical van project is not only impractical, but downright foolhardy.
You're speaking of financial impracticality, not medical, I take it.
Dollars and cents, Dan, just plain dollars and cents. I wouldn't dream of questioning the medical value, regardless of my personal feelings.
Which are?
Well, that's neither here nor there, Amanda. I mean, oh, and by the way, Mr. Haber, this is the second incident involving this van.
Oh, really? I'm not aware of another incident.
We narrowly escaped a personal injury claim when a young boy in the Asian Quarter, he fell off the back of the medical van. Fortunately, his parents decided not to sue us, but it didn't do too much for our reputation.
Yeah. All this newspaper publicity isn't helping us either, so where's it all going to end? Perhaps Dr. Stryker would care to enlighten us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Edward. I'm a little confused. What is the question on the table? Are we talking about the little boy who fell off the van? Are we talking about the medical van in general? Are we talking about the reputation of this hospital?
Yeah. In a moment, you'll be asked to answer all those questions.
Gee, I'd like to put out just one question on the table right now, and I think that's really the question that's at issue here. Unauthorized personnel on the medical van. Is that right, Mr. Haber?
Yes, according to the report, a woman named Anna Devane has been riding in the van frequently. I gather she's not employed here at the hospital, so what is she doing on the vehicle?
Yes, we'd all be interested in knowing that.
Well, maybe I should answer that question myself. Anna Devane happens to be a qualified paramedic. She was tested and she was certified by Audrey Hardy, who happens to be chief of the nurses and also married to Dr. Hardy.
Well, I think that makes it clear that the charge of unauthorized personnel in the van is totally invalid.
Well, I would like to hear Miss Devane's own version in order to complete my report. If she was on the van as frequently as reported, then I'd like to hear of the paramedic services she performed.
Well, I think you're going to be hearing from her directly. However, there's one other thing you might find very interesting to listen to, if you'll forgive me. Dr. Hardy has arranged for this television to be here.
We lead off the news this morning with a preview of an upcoming documentary on a Port Charles medical first. The documentary, which will be seen in full next week on the Sunday show, is an in-depth look at the hospital on wheels, the medical van financed and staffed by General Hospital of Port Charles.
Well, we're not here to listen to propaganda. This
For
is highly
a young Port
irregular.
Charles boy, the mobile hospital was a four-wheel angel of mercy, as this excerpt will demonstrate.
Alan,
The documentary reporter is Jenny Blake Weber.
The medical van was in the right place at the right time for a young man named Dean Reese, who missed a narrow escape on his way home from school one afternoon. But maybe Dean should tell us the story of what happened. Dean?
Well, first off, I want to thank Buzz Stryker and Anna Devane from the medical van. Because of their quick efforts, when a car hit my bike, I'll still be able to throw that football for Port Charles High.